From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey. You got 2.
From the gun, Ebert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Ebert. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Go.
Do. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
58, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Allen down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Allen. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Christensen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
3 down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken at the 15. Fights him off. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Yes, yes.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You got nothing.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We got 3, fellas. We got
Hey, Sam off.
Tighten up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
5.
They run the counter. Simpson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 out.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ebert. And this one complete to Reed. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 30 base.
3 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Ebert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, you got 3.
There.
They'll try the left side. It's Simpson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ebert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Ebert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, Kelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pulled in at the 24. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Ebert, and the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Ebert. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check. Kill.
Go. Hey.
28. Let's go, defense.
Yeah.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Blue down.
Yep. Hey, shoot.
Watch the curl. Mike 28. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Hard.
Big Ed. Check 24.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jet bomber. Two jet bomber.
Watch twitch. Watch the twist. Watch the edge.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Five.
We got 3.
Smith. 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Ebert throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Alert. 3 down.
What? Squeeze. Hey, Foxtrot. On the ball. Get it.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Charlie. Check. Let's go.
On first down, Ebert. Out to the left here to Reed.
Let it stick the oar.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's go. AP Gator.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, wahoo. Snap.
They'll run with Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Ebert looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. I start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On 3rd down, Ebert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing on 1st down. Ebert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Check 49.
X3, 218, chopper.
Shit.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got trips over here. There's overload.
From the gun, Ebert. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
80 weapons. Haywood.
58, boy, 58.
Rock it.
Kill. Hey, turn.
Now. Shoot.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corker.
Rip right. Check your hot read.
Yes. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Powell on the catch. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
58, Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
You ain't doing nothing today. 58's the
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
70. Indy.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line.
Check pass.
Hey, Orbit. Hey.
Now back to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down now, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Buzz. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Ebert. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yep. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Biletnikoff for an Oakland touchdown. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Leo.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Let go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
I'm coming after you.
Hey.
I'm coming after you.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Thomas. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
64, weak.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ebert. Thomas has got it. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Off play action. Ebert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ebert. They'll go over the middle to Reed. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Ebert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll run again with Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Oakland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.